This is Stephanie from statisticshowto.com, and in this video I'll be showing you how to calculate a confidence interval for a single proportion. I'm going to calculate a confidence interval for a proportion with 160 trials, and number of events were 24. And I'm going to use the following formula. It's p hat plus or minus z square root of p hat 1 minus p hat all over n. The first step is you want to calculate p hat and z. Well, p hat is just the number of events divided by number of trials. 24 divided by 160 equals 0.15. And a z-score, we're going to calculate a 95% confidence interval. That's a pretty general confidence interval. If you're not given a confidence interval in a question, that's normally the confidence interval you should pick. And figuring out z-scores for this, all you do is divide the confidence interval by 2. If you divide 0.95 by 2, you get 0.475, and we're going to look this number up in the z-table. I'm at statisticshowto.com. You can find a link to this table in the description field below. And I'm looking for 0.475 in the center of the table. My numbers are going up, and there is 0.475. The z-score is 0.475. I'm looking over here in this row is 1.9. And if I look up the column is 0.06. So my z-score is 1.96. I've got my p hat and I've got my z. So following the formula, we've got p hat 0.15 plus or minus z 1.96 square root of p hat 0.15 1 minus p hat 0.15 all over n. Our n number of events was 160. Now if you work this formula through, you end up with 0.15 plus or minus 0.0553. That gives us a confidence interval of 0.0947 to 0.2053. If you're a little confused about how we get from this equation to this confidence interval, then you can check out our website. There's a link in the bottom in the description field to the text version of this, and it includes every step from subtracting 0.15 from 1 and dividing by 160. Breaks down all the steps for you so you can see how to get from here to here. But that is how to find a confidence interval for a proportion. This is Stephanie from statisticshowto.com.